As if childbirth isn't painful and often a life-altering experience, this story made me sit up and on two counts. How some husbands and partners are still obsessed with their women being virgins. That is as good as new, and even after having had an intercourse and subsequently even after having had a vaginal delivery. In this day and age, gynacs and obstetricians in Bengaluru get requests for what is called the husband stitch, an extra tuck in the vaginal opening after childbirth. As is natural and physiological after a vaginal childbirth, some degree of vaginal laxity does occur, but this extra stitch is given to a woman post-delivery with the express purpose of giving sexual pleasure to the male partner. In this report, which was published in the Times of India, what also surprised me was some doctors suggested that there are so many other methods to get the same results. What is the result? You may ask me, and the long and short of it is a tighter entry point, for God's sake. However, many other doctors say that an extra stitch may not be always be effective and may lead to pain or discomfort during intercourse, chronic perennial pain, scarring and long-term sexual dysfunction. In the end, many of you may say, hey, listen, it's a matter of choice. There are Kegel exercises which can help restore muscle tone over time, or using a birthing ball. Perineal massage and maintaining good perineal tone can help patients avoid the need for the extra stitch. But this husband stitch is done after 4 to 6 weeks after a woman gives birth, and obviously once the woman also gives consent. Is it medically safe? Is it effective at all? I wonder which woman who's giving birth and even after childbirth is thinking about having a tight entry point. Sounds really bizarre to me. Unless her partner keeps mentioning it all the time, like many men do, you don't look the same, you don't feel the same. Let's debate. Cynthia Stephen, Gender and Development Policy Analyst, is with us, and Dr. Hema Divakar, Consultant and MD, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Divakar's Hospital, Karnataka, and Division Director, Well Woman Healthcare International. A very warm welcome to both of you. You know, I want to first go to Dr. Divakar. Dr. Divakar, I know it's about choice, ma'am. There are women who go for breast enhancement or buttocks enhancement. They go for operations after a C-section to get rid of the extra, of the extra whatever flesh, and the stretch marks which I have, like I do not know how many. But this husband stitch is downright misogynistic, vulgar, and this is only to give pleasure to that man. What kind of a man is he? Because I am giving birth to your baby, you want a vaginal birth, because if I have a C-section, they'll say, oh ho ho, you should have had a natural birth. Then I give natural birth, I get stitches there, because most of us get stitches there, then an extra tuck after 4 to 6 weeks, so that I am ready, like this person to be sacrificed at the altar of this man. Dr. Hema Divakar, what is going on in Bengaluru, ma'am?
Thank you, Sudha. It may not be a Bengaluru specific problem, first of all, but you can kind of say that it's a modern era vocal couple which voice out these so-called intimate problems, which was never the case 2-3 decades ago. They used to shy away from even speaking anything about the sexual compatibility or discomfort, etc. So when I was asked today to appear on the channel for husband stitch, I said, oh, what is it? For the medical fraternity and professional organization, this is not a medically accepted parlance even. Husband stitch may be in the social media a lay term, and how women and families may relate to that because they want to meet the expectation of the husband. But we as gynecologists and women's healthcare specialists always will keep the women in the center of our focus, her comfort, her request, her informed consent, her shared decision making, and what is it that such a request comes in. And to tell you, Sudhaji, that the vagina is just a fantastic elastic organ made by nature to have how many ever so vaginal deliveries, and not at each time that it will go so lax that it will lose its elasticity. The nature has a mechanism, 4 to 6 weeks, and also especially with the resuming normal activities, Kegel's exercises, etc., the tone will come back.
Doc, why do
You
I
know.
feel, Doc, why do I feel that you are okay with this?
No, it's not the question of me being okay or me not being okay. Okay, the concept that after a vaginal delivery, the vagina will become lax, so he will always ask for a stitch is itself not a reality.
Yeah, right.
Occasionally, such requests may come, in which case we have to not respect the
Why
request, but
is he asking for
no,
it,
no,
Doc?
respect the fact that we have
Why
to
is,
dialogue
who's
with
he
her.
to ask for it? I may tell you that, Doc, after I gave birth, they said if you want to see that your pelvic muscles tighten, because first of all, I was told it will take a year for your uterus to get back to shape. I said, okay, I was a working person, so very young mother. But then the point is that, I did some exercises, but then I never exercised focusing, will I be the same as I was
Definitely.
at
We are not
16?
focusing on the husband's request. We are just saying, as a matter of fact, for whatsoever reason the women comes to us with this request, then it is our duty to explain to her what it is all about, because we have to respect the dialogue which has to happen openly between us
But
and
it's
the
being
couple.
done. It's
That's what
being
I'm saying,
done.
trying
It's
to
being
say.
done. Of course, I read it in
Yes,
my intro that there has to be a woman's consent which is taken. But
absolutely.
where is the demand coming from? Cynthia Stephen, what do you make of this? It angered me totally. Here I am in pain, giving birth. I am being a mother, and sometimes I feel motherhood is overrated, but then it's painful or whatever. A lot of women are going to be very angry with me. But we go through all this, take an epidural, stitches, oh my God, and then I'm supposed to be as good as new. The men's obsession with the virgin woman, as it were.
Yeah, so actually, I started laughing when I heard this because I could not believe that in the 21st century, these kind of things are being said in a place like Bangalore. But it's not unheard of for me because I do have some information about this being done. I mean, like for instance, female genital mutilation. That has been a practice in Africa where the
Yeah,
whole
true.
entire space is stitched up, leaving only a small gap. So that sort of thing is there, but this kind of thing, I can't believe that anyone can even think like this. Any father or young husband or father must be concerned more about the health and welfare of his wife and child than these kind of things. And I'm sorry, I did hear the doctor saying family will come, the woman will ask. I'm sorry, if this is what people are talking, then they're completely misunderstanding the meaning of human relationships, marriage, parenthood, and so on.
Exactly.
It's not like this. It cannot be, this can not be body, and a woman's body especially, and her, the most intimate areas cannot be treated in this manner. We really need to, I mean, medically, I should say that I would suggest, like, there was a 2-finger test that has now been
True,
banned.
that's banned, yeah.
Yeah. Similarly, if there is any such thing that, a continuing practice, definitely I feel that this is, if at all this is in a kind of a practice or an option, it should be banned. There should
Yeah,
be no,
even I was going to say that, ban it. Doctor, I want to,
Ban
sorry
it.
if you feel that, but doctor, what you said was that it's a different era where people are ready to talk about their intimacy between two people. What is intimate about this? I can ask you, when can I resume having sex? You'll say, wait up 6 weeks and please use precaution. Don't be under the thing that you are feeding the baby. We've been through all this. I can easily go to a counselor and say that he is not interested. He can say she's not interested. Is there any other problem? But what is this? I can't possibly, ask him that, you also need to do something to your organ because you're not satisfying me. Where does this stop, ma'am?
No. See, but what I meant was that this kind of situation and anything about the sexual intimacy may have been the problems for many decades, but we as medical professionals were not really exposed to it because women would not tell us. Maybe she would have felt guilty, or she would have rebelled with her family, or these are not things that she could have a voice to decide. But now they're saying. So we also have an opportunity to tell what is right, what is wrong, and to counsel them that it is not a given by default that the vagina will become lax after childbirth. Then nobody
Right.
will opt for vaginal delivery.
I think no woman worth her salt will ever, I would never go and say, tighten me up. I won't, but then I'm a different woman. I'm not judging women who want that enhancements, etc. But I want to ask you, doc, a medical question. Do you think this is even effective? Apparently, this can create pain when you're having sexual relationships, intercourse subsequently. It can also create dryness. It can create a kind of a trauma. So, it is counterproductive anyway, this kind of a stitch. Imagine I've had 6 stitches, then one 7th stitch. And it's
Sudhaji, that is why it is our duty to tell all of these things to her, na? Because she's just heard about it. She thinks that it's a great thing. She thinks, okay, she's obliging for whatsoever reason. She thinks she wants it by herself, even if the husband is not asking for it, whatsoever be the background. But it is then we have to tell her that this is not a given, because this is like an unusual request that we get. It's not that at a drop of a hat, every woman is walking into a chamber and every normal delivery is asking for it. No, that is definitely a no. Somewhere the buzz has been created that, oh, many women are asking for it. That's not a reality. But that's on one hand. But the second thing is, when she asks, then we have to tell her that this is not the kind of request that we would have wanted to cater to, because it has more cons than the pros. Because in the natural process of healing, it is supposed to heal. In case she has any such issue about it for herself or for her husband, then we study the situation and say there are these alternatives. But this is not something that you should
all right.
subject yourself to, because
but it's happening. Yeah, I know you give the pros and cons. It's like telling me don't get a nose job done. But the thing is that the point that I went for a nose job in itself, for me as a woman, is extremely sad. Cynthia, I want to ask you, what kind of women are we now witnessing? I mean, those women who are consenting and who get counseled, Cynthia, what kind of women are these? I mean, where are we going? What is this pressure of me being the object of desire at any age? I'm being called old, you've loosened up and all that. I mean, where are we going? I mean, I think this is really ridiculous at one level.
Yeah, see, actually, it's true, but it's not only about women. It's all about this new thing about market and body and people needing to use products of various kinds for unheard of issues, like having smooth underarms or white underarms. I mean, we never even think about these things. This is all market orientation, one thing. Secondly, it's a relentless ageism. That is, people always wanting. I mean, in fact, if you connect it with the Epstein files, I remember someone saying, why are women wanting to, look attractive, tight vagina, so slim. That is like a girl's body, not a woman's body. A woman, particularly after she's had children, she cannot be a little girl anymore. That has to be accepted. So people need to understand, accept their bodies and the natural
I think they are being tricked by the market, and the markets are being controlled by men, most of them, where they want me to have a 16-year-old body. Sorry guys, not happening.